Hey, welcome back to another episode of CSCraft. Today, I don't know if you remember, it was just over a week or so, maybe even 2 weeks that I put out the last episode from here. One of the things that I asked everybody was, what did we want to do in the next episode? I stuck up a straw poll and I got a whole 2 responses even, so thanks for that, guys. But it was split 50-50 between planning out the Mesa Plateau town and going into the Nether and doing some little bits and pieces. And I was thinking, you know, I'm gonna have to choose between which of these I decide to do. So, for those of you that don't know me, indecisiveness is something of a personality trait. So I'm gonna try and do a little bit of both. Before I do that, as you can see, I'm just getting a few levels. I don't actually need these levels anymore. I was doing the AFK fishing. I did build myself a farm. We'll go over and have a look at that in a moment. But the plus side is that I have managed to get myself these 2 awesome picks. So we can actually start and get on and get some of the mining and stuff that we need. The only issue that I've got is the storage that I've put up in the farm. In fact, we'll head over there now. Yeah, the only problem is that the storage that I've put in the farm is pretty much full already. So I'm going to need to expand that storage. But we've got some awesome picks, so it shouldn't take too long anymore. So yeah, let's have a quick look. It's nothing spectacular. It's just your average, everyday, run-of-the-mill, bog standard AFK fishing farm. Yes, it's cheaty. We are all fully aware of that, but never mind. Let's come. Oh, whoops. Let's come all the way over here. And we should start to see it very soon. There it is. There's our little AFK fish farm. This is it. It's a little hut. I may even link it up to the main part of the base because the storage is just down here. And as you can see, there's actually a fair bit of storage, but we filled it up to here. So it's full to here. We've got 1 double chest left. So I think what I'm going to do is expand out there. Not now, but I'm going to expand out there and put in another load of chests. Because from all of that, I got a whole 2 mending books, and those have gone on my picks. So let's just tidy this up a little bit. That's better. Yeah, I've done a bit of a mining trip, so I've got some gold, I've got some iron, and yeah, there's some bits and pieces. But the first thing that I want to do, let's go in there, let's have a look. Yeah, you can see I've got some diamonds and, you know, all that good stuff. Has this finished smelting? Yes, it has. Excellent. Yeah, I need some sort of access to the main part of the plateau, because at the moment we've got the drop, we've got that little valley, and then we've got the sheer edge of the cliff. So the first thing I need to do is build myself a little bridge so I can actually get over there. All right, so we have ourselves a bridge. It's nothing spectacular. It's really, really basic, but it's a walkway so that we can get over to this plateau. And I've been having a quick look at this. It's quite narrow. It is quite narrow, so there's not as much as I kind of thought that I might be able to do with it. However, you can see just over here in the distance, I've got some wooden pillars sort of sticking up. It's very, very ugly. I do apologize. But here we go. So this is going to be the main sort of town hall for this particular village. And I've just laid out a very small sort of footprint for it. I need to bring some bits out here so that we can sort of have it taper, and we're going to have like a lookout or a peak sort of going over this cliff so we can have a nice view of the ocean. And I'm not sure what's going to go in the main part of the town hall yet, because what I want to have is storage systems and farms. I want a path to go all the way from here, all the way round to the bridge, to our main starter base bit over here, and then have loads of little buildings sort of popping up in and around. Maybe some dug into the side of the cliffs, maybe some other bits and pieces where we can have like a little villager breeder, or we're going to have an iron farm, but that's going to be over there somewhere. This isn't the world spawn. I have reset it, but I'm going to put it back because I then realized I'm going to want an iron farm, and I could do with that just in the standard spawn chunks rather than just over there where I changed it to. So I'm going to have to undo my mistake there. There's a lot of this that's going to need to be cleared off, but I've got my efficiency 5 picks and all of that. However, there's a lot of stuff that I need. There's still resources to be gathered. There's still a lot of stuff that I need to do before I can really start building in earnest. And part of that is it is going to involve going through the Nether. So we're going to set up a portal. I need to find a decent location for it first. I've got an idea, a rough idea for the build that I want it to be housed inside of. So I need to go and find some of those resources. It's going to involve a bit of clay, not this clay, like clay balls, or even the brick block. It's not something that I've built with before, but I've seen a couple of designs for mesa-based builds that use them, and I really like them. So I'm going to clear off this space here, get this, flatten it out a little bit. And I'm going to run off and I'm going to see if I can find some clay. I'm going to see if I can find some other bits and pieces. We're going to have to search through biomes. Some of it I may do in another bit of a time lapse. I know we've just had one, but I'm conscious that this is a single player world, and sometimes when you watch people playing single player worlds, you kind of think, did they just stick themselves in creative and give themselves stuff? And that is absolutely not what I want to do with this, because the whole point of this is I like playing survival. I love playing survival. Creative is great for coming up with design ideas, but if you start jumping into creative to help yourself out in a single player world, I kind of feel that's a bit cheaty. So it's kind of important for me to, even if I don't show you the entire journey, to show you the fact that I am actually going out, I'm jumping in my boat, I'm finding biomes, I'm collecting everything properly in a survival way, if that makes sense. So I'm going to finish clearing this little area off. I'm going to run around. I'm going to go and try and find some bits and pieces that I think I may need, and I'll bring you back in once I've done that. So I think I've got everything I need for this first little build, and it's going to be quite a basic one to start with. First thing I need to do, as you can see, I've got a few bits and pieces here. In fact, first thing I need to do is put down... Oh, I've got 2 crafting tables. Excellent. Yeah. is put down a crafting table, make a couple of chests because I want to be able to store all this while I clear everything else out. Let's do that. There we go. We'll put the oak in, we'll put the spruce in, we'll put that in, and everything else. Awesome. Yeah, so I need to, first and foremost, I'm going to need some of that, and I'm going to need to clear a little bit of space over here, I think. First thing I want to do, actually, is bring this back slightly. There we go. That will do for now, and then we can have our path coming up here. That'll work quite well. And then I want our first little house to be on this side here. So we're going to have it 3 wide. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then there, like so. I think. Maybe not. Maybe we'll take it across 1 or 2. Yeah, let's take it across 2. So we'll have that up like that. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And we're going to have, that needs to go. We're going to have stone wall running round like so. Then 1, 2, 3, and another one like that. And we'll bring the stone wall up another layer like so. That can come out. That can go in there. And basically, I'm going to build a bit of a house shape here. The entrance is actually going to be over this way because it's going to be part of the path that comes and snakes around there. So we've got all of this space over here. So I'm going to get the foundations built. I'm going to start laying a few bits and pieces down, and I'll very, very quickly build you in. I want to be really quick on this because there's more that I want to do with this, and I want to go to the Nether this episode as well. So I'm very quickly going to do as much as I can before I feel that I need to bring you back in, and I'll speak to you in a moment. Okay, guys, one quick cut for you, and it's been a couple of days for me because this room is so hot. It's like 40 degrees in here. It's like an oven, and I'm really struggling. I've put picture frames up against the walls and all sorts just so that I don't have to burn. It's so hot in here. Anyway, I've been having a little bit of a play off camera, and I have finished that build. As you can see, it's over here. I've done a bit of work on the pathway. I think it looks pretty cool. And yeah, this is our build for now. This whole thing is just for our Nether portal. So I may put something in the upstairs here. Obviously, I've put a few chests in. Maybe if I find a really good villager, I might stick something in here with, maybe a mending villager or something. That's going to be a lot later on down the road, however, because you can see I have actually already had a bit of a sneak into the Nether, and I've been a bit busy. We'll quickly jump in and I'll show you. I haven't mined any quartz or anything just yet, so I need to do that at some point. Where is it? There are my torches. And yeah, here's another thing. We're running up to Vine C2 for 1.12. It came out yesterday from the day that I'm recording this. So yeah, I'm not sure how long ago. I was running the pre-version beforehand in the previous clips. I don't know if you noticed it was looking a little bit different, like with the connected textures and everything. But what I did realize, and this is one of the reasons why all of this footage has been scrapped, the Nether really bugged out. It was really weird. It was all sort of flickering, and yeah, it was crazy. It didn't look good at all. So I did record a few of these bits, but yeah, it just didn't look good, so I had to cut it out, unfortunately. You can see I've got a bit of a build over there, and it's a bit janky looking, and it's nothing amazing, and I've got no arrows left. But yeah, look, we've got... Right, this seed is so insanely lucky. We had that double zombie spawner right next to the mine. I did find a spider spawner while I was doing some off-camera mining and stuff like that. probably not gonna do an awful lot with that because I'm kind of hoping that at some point I can find like a mine shaft with a few spider spawners. That'd be really nice. But yeah, so we found that. We got really, really lucky with that. I came out of here and I think, where did I go? I went over here somewhere. Maybe I came around here just to have a bit of a nosy round. Yes, I did. I came around here, noticed that there was a big drop, decided not to go there, but noticed that we're right next to the fortress. This seed is mental. It's absolutely brilliant. Anywho, yes, I digress. We can see this little thing over here. And that is because I've set up a secondary nether portal just over here. And that's because when I was running around looking for like my sand and my clay and all of that sort of stuff, the clay that I used for the bricks, which we'll have another look at very, very quickly in a moment, I found a village. So I've built this little area here. And if we go through here, we've got a nice little savannah village, which it had a blacksmith, nothing really amazing in there. There was like a couple of diamonds in the chest, and then the rest of it was all rubbish, to be perfectly honest. But we've managed to lock up quite a few villagers. And in fact, what I do want to do is make them a little more secure because I kind of feel like they're still a bit vulnerable to the ghoulies. So we'll quickly do that. And then the idea is, as I was saying I can't remember now because it's too hot and I can't think straight. I can't remember if it was in earlier in this episode or in a previous episode where I'd said that what I wanted to do was reset the spawn chunks to back where they were. And that's because... Yeah, that's because... what I want to do is transport all of these villagers over there. Set up a little village breeder. You can see we've got... he's a librarian. He hasn't got... None of these guys have got anything particularly amazing. I mean, I haven't unlocked all of their stuff, but I've not seen anything particularly brilliant so far. There's nothing that fills me with joy. I think this one's actually a cartographer. Yeah, this one's a cartographer. There's a couple of these, actually. So yeah, what I want to do is get these over to the new spawn chunks, which I haven't decided where I'm going to put them yet. Possibly at the actual world spawn, maybe on that little island that I found, you know, where I had that little bit of sand and where I got the animals from. I could put it over there. I'm not 100% sure yet. That's where I want our villager breeders to be, because that's also where eventually I want to have an iron farm. So I figure if I move the villager breeder over there, breed up a load of them, set up an iron farm, any villagers that are left I can bring back to the main base, set up another villager breeder there. I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, I have villagers. So yeah, this seed is working out really, really well. What I do need to do this episode, though, I'm completely jumping around and flitting around and everything at the moment, because every time I go to do something, I find something else, and it's just, oh, hello. No. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Mr. Villager, you are stupid. You come this way. Have I got a boat on me? No, I don't. Ah, that's a shame. Right, okay. Yeah, you stay there. I don't really care. I mean, you're a barrancode and everything. Anyway, yes, what was I saying? Yes. So every time I go to do something, I find something else amazing here. So I'm kind of flitting around a little bit. But what I essentially want to do is build like a rudimentary bridge from there over to there, because Nether Fortress, ghasts, all of that sort of stuff. I've shot down quite a few ghasts so far. Can't see any at the minute, but I'm sure some more will pop up. So I'm going to go and get some supplies and whatnot. I'm not going to do it out of netherrack because it's ugly. Make a bit of a wider path here, so that eventually we can get some boats or minecarts or something down here. And yeah, I'm going to build a bridge. We got a nice straight shot, and I'll bring you back in. Okay, so we have got our little tunnel here. It's nothing spectacular, and it's me going back to my old thing of stone bricks and stairs and slabs. Sorry about that, but it's what I know, and it's in the Nether, and it's not something that's going to be used particularly often. And yeah, I just wanted to do... That is a ghast. Is that caught? Oh, God. That's a ghast. No, 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 no. Can it see me? Can it see me? Let's kill it. Let's go get it. Oh! I hate ghasts. I'm so bad with ghasts. I almost always die to them. Oh, I'm so happy right now. But yeah, so that was mint. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. I really shouldn't be that pleased with that. But there we go. There we go. Let's do that, and yeah, let's bring that down like so, and then we'll just get rid of that there and put that there. That kind of makes it look a little bit like it's coming out of... Should we do that? And then we can put you there. Yeah, that kind of makes it look... Yeah, kind of like it... yeah, maybe not. I need to play about with it. I'm not overly fussed about this particular bit of building because, yeah, like I said, it's not something that's going to get used that often, I don't imagine. But I just wanted it to look like kind of okay. There we go. There we go. So we've got our tunnel that leads all the way down there. We've got... Apparently this is good for ghasts. Next episode, I'm going to try and do something like... I'm going to try and be a bit more organised. I'm going to try and come up with a plan, which I did have for this episode, by the way. I'm going to try and come up with a plan, and I'm going to try and actually stick to it and not get distracted. One thing I would say is we're gonna start getting into, you know, the not big builds as such, but we're gonna start getting into a little bit of redstone, a little bit of farm creation, a little bit more in-depth builds, shall we say. Would you rather, and this is, once again, viewer interaction is key, would you rather progress updates? Would you rather time lapses? Would you rather just real time with me talking for a bit about random stuff? I'm not actually that interesting, so I don't know if I'd be able to do that one, but if you want to see it, I'll give that a go. When you're watching videos with that kind of thing, like a larger build or a more time consuming build, what's your preferred way of watching it is what I'm asking, I suppose. And we'll have a play with that. I'm going to go away. I've got a bit of a little sneaky thing in the pipeline as well, which may or may not be getting released soonish. We'll see. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I'm going to call the episode here. Didn't get anything done that I wanted to get done. But I did kill a ghast first time, and I got a ghast here. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. If you really enjoyed it and you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, because I think things are going to start getting more and more interesting from here on out. And don't forget to catch up with the Late Low Guys stuff and all of the guys on there. They're all brilliant people. Go check them all out. There'll be a link to the Reddit. There'll be a link to the website. Again, I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.